Yesterday I spoke about getting closer to understanding my purpose after listening to Simon Squibb's book, What's Your Dream? And today I want to go back to my very first job after returning to South Africa after years of working and traveling overseas many, many years ago. I worked for an NGO called Reach for a Dream. They're still going. It's an organization that fulfills dreams for children facing life-threatening illnesses. I had done similar work in Australia, but the difference between the two really stayed with me. You see, in Australia, children dreamed of laptops, of the latest PlayStations, perhaps some holidays or meeting a celebrity. While back in South Africa, we did have those dreams too, but we also had children who dreamed of a pair of school shoes or a school uniform. One child even dreamt of a bag of oranges. And I often wondered, was it simply because these children had so little that their dreams were smaller? Or had we, somewhere along our country's rocky path, also taken away their ability to dream big? Because these children, they deserved more. They were the bravest of the brave. Little children, teenagers, dropped off at Baragwanath or Joburg Gen Hospital for months at a time, parents unable to visit them just because they couldn't afford the travel to see them, kids going through chemotherapy alone. I'm a cancer survivor myself, and let me tell you, for any child to face that without family around, and for any parent to have to leave their child facing that, it's just not right. And yet they endured. They survived, often even managing a shy little smile as we walked around the wards visiting. So when I hear people say that South Africans would rather burn down schools than be educated, or that they don't want to work, I know it's not true. Most people would do anything for access to a decent education, not an outdated one that's designed to tick boxes and designed to sort of let our kids fail, really, but one that actually prepares them for the world they're stepping into. But instead, we've produced generations, whether born in 1980 or 2020, who are promised that a matric certificate is enough, only to discover that it's not. And still, we see these incredible stories of people who succeed anyway, who push through, who make a difference, despite everything. Because that is who we are, resilient, determined, and somehow, I think, still hopeful. That little boy who dreamed for a bag of oranges, I believe he dreamed of more than that. I also believe that he deserved an education that honored what he had already overcome and for the future that he had fought for. Every child in this country deserves more than the bare minimum. They deserve an education that allows South Africa, our people, to become one of our greatest exports, benefiting the world and rebuilding the country. The potential to transform education here is enormous. But so is the risk that we keep doing what we already know isn't working. Do I think we can change it? Yes, I do. Because I don't want our collective dream to stop at, let's raise the literacy rate from 19% to 41%. That's the bag of oranges. I want the Disney dream. Learning centers where real learning happens. Where confidence is built, where real-world problems are solved, where young people learn how to think, collaborate, problem solve, and respect each other. Places that grow lifelong learners, not young adults handed a matric certificate and then left unprepared for reality. We owe them more than that. We owe them a future worth dreaming about. I don't think that this is something that one person or one school or organization can solve alone, but I do think it starts with people who are brave enough to ask better questions and have bigger dreams. And this is one of mine.